Let's learn about KPIs, meaning Key Profit Indicators in the med spa industry, and why they're so important to track while running your med spa business. This breakdown of your med spa operations, marketing, and finances is to help you understand 1. The key med spa terms you need to know. 2. How to measure how your practice is doing. 3. How do you stack up against industry metrics. And 4. How to fix situations you identify as a challenge. There are less than 20% of the practices that I help who actually understand their numbers. And if they do understand their sales, they still don't understand the value of knowing your revenue per hour, overall capacity, or they may not be utilizing tracking cost of goods, therefore resulting in an inability to know how profitable each and every profit center is in their practice. Some of the key med spa terms you need to know and understand would be, number 1, revenue, income, and sales, and top line revenue all mean the same things. And what that is the money you collect that gets deposited into your bank account. That is your income or revenue or top line sales. Another term that is often misunderstood would be KPIs. Those are key performance indicators. Things like, what is your closing ratio? What is your cost per lead? What is your lead conversion ratio? What is your cost per acquisition? Or what is the lifetime value of your client? The next item I run into is SOPs, standard operating procedures or processes. This is, for instance, how do we do a consult at our particular location? Is it 45 minutes? Is it 30 minutes? Is it an hour? What is the actual structure? Is it 15 minutes with the consultant, then the doctor comes in for 15 minutes, and then you close for 15 minutes? These kinds of operating procedures are critical for the success of your staff to work together to drive revenue and profitability. The next area is expenses and understanding expenses as a percent of income. For example, we want your rent to be less than 5% of income. If you've got a higher rent than that, it means we have to figure out a way for you to do more income in that facility by perhaps trading out a technology that might be billing at a higher rate per hour. Another area that's commonly missed is understanding the productivity or the multiple by staff member and position. This is critical so you know if you're paying your staff enough or too much. Next, let's talk about how to calculate how your med spa is doing. This comes down to setting clear goals by profit center, measuring your performance, and looking at possible performance with the things I mentioned before, like capacity and production by staff member, as well as looking at what you have in your facility to quantify the hourly revenue you should be achieving for your med spa. Next, let's talk about industry standards or industry benchmarks. This is a common area that I'm asked about all the time. This is typically going to be things like your expense margins. What is your payroll? Is it 25% or under? Is your net profit above 20%? How much are you spending on marketing? Between 5 and 10% to continue to grow your business? What is your cost per lead? All of these things will tell you whether you're doing things effectively and if there's room to improve or if you've already gotten things as good as they can be in that particular area. In summary, once you identify these areas that you can improve upon, how do you set a strategy and an accountability plan in order to achieve those goals? Well, the answer is book a consult with us or read the Top 10 Profit Killers. We also have these videos to help you understand that, but sometimes it really helps to work with an expert to look at your numbers to show you a quick path towards success.